Look at this shit. Look at this shit, yo. Look at this. What's all of that for? Just for show? Look, this is all a show. He takes off his hat so I can see the inside of his, not his hat, but it's called his, you know, I forgot the shit that they, the thing that they wear on their head. Look at this shit, yo. 1, 2, 3. No smoke, no fire. When the state got money to waste, this is what they do. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fire trucks. 5 fire trucks. Why? You know, I talk about this stuff, you know, this morning when I uploaded my video about them, you know, activating the neighborhood, my upstairs neighbor, to continue to make noise, running around, dragging stuff, dropping stuff on the floor, waking me up. I wasn't really sleeping anyway, but I was watching a series which I'll talk about, and then I got to go pick up my medication, which again they don't want me to go and pick up. Stuff like this is not coincidence. I keep showing you guys. This is not coincidence. It is the state way of what is called coercive manipulation. Right? The staging of certain things. There is no way there should be 5 fire trucks where you have no fire. There's no fire, you don't see no smoke. And you notice that they started to take the ladder down, you know, as I exit out the apartment building, right? As I was standing on the sidewalk, right? They were just sitting there. It's all a plot. And it's all, again, manipulative tactics that they do. Now, I talked about this, you know, because they had me in the house. Not had me there, but I've been in the house for the past couple of days. I went out Saturday to the groceries and, you know, just been relaxing, right? I've been binge watching a series on Netflix. You know, so I thought you guys should know. I've talked about this. I've shown you guys many times before how they use the New York Fecal Department to engage in noise campaign, to engage in psychological manipulation, and so forth, right? This is and again, see the white woman there? Yeah, no, I see. When I talk about what it is that I notice what it is that they do, I know what it is that they're doing, and how they use people, how to manipulate people. This is what I'm talking about. Right? And the fact that they're trying to get away with non-consensual human experimentation, illegal microchipping, and this is their way of trying to coerce you into silence by engaging as such. So what happens when they do stuff like that? What does that mean? Well, we know the fire trucks is for what? Fire, right? In terms of, you know, like what they do with the cigarettes, you know, and of course, look, New York the Fecal Department of New York Ambulance Unit. Again, you know, like I always talk about. All right, so you guys can see the state-sponsored terrorism that's going on, the coercive threats as I'm on my way over by Pam. You know, then the use of the white woman, like I talk about, as soon as she walked past me, you know, she starts grabbing her hair. Right? You know, I hear the sirens afterwards now. This is what I'm talking about. This is state-sponsored. This is racist, and the fact that also I've been speaking out about you know, Israel being a terrorist state, and the United States complicit in the genocide of another people. Right now, you know, we send commandos to Nigeria. Yeah, what are you pointing at, bro? Oh yes, it's me. It's me. They love pointing at me, right? Anyway, whatever. Because again, when they The reason why they're doing this, you see a lot of Jews stand up there, they go back in their building. Because again, I do not support the state of Israel. Israel is a terrorist state. Free Palestine. And they should be held accountable for the genocide that they've done. And the rest of the world should turn their back on them. All right? The rest of the world should turn their back on them, man. Look. State sponsored terrorism. And I love to expose it. You see, when your purpose is greater than theirs, they cannot understand. How is it that this one black man that they've been attacking for decades, standing up to them and fighting them on every level? Look. Do the middle finger. You see him right there? He does the middle finger. And a bunch of Sambos and Sambinas. Look, he did the gun finger. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck y'all. Remember, and I die, you die. Okay? So I want you to understand how to get the Sambo, because they walk past me and they like talk about what's up and smiling. Man, these motherfuckers. LZZ 3290. Right? I want you to understand how desperate they are with the threats of assassination. Like I said, they should be assassinated also. I get assassinated, they get assassinated. So what does that mean? What does that say? When the state is engaged in this sort of behavior, right? Using coercive method, using psychological manipulation, using covert manipulation, right? And particularly the Sambos and Sambinas amongst us that are in the police department that are engaging in crimes and think that they can get away with it, right? I talk about the mindset of Negropeans who, when they're in certain positions, right, that they tend to forget who they are and where they come from, right? And they're about the selfishness. They're about engaging in the same criminal behavior as these white racists. And I talk about the only time black people can be racist is in the judicial system, which involves law enforcement, politics, and corporate, meaning the financial institutions, these big corporations, because they can engage, they will, given a position, they will engage in the same discriminatory practice against other black people because they consider themselves to be chosen and special. It is how they manipulate us. It is how they use us. And again, this is why I'm here. This is my purpose. And I'm going to expose it. Yeah, fucking your appellate department using their sirens. So again, whenever they do stuff like this, it's further proof to show you guys exactly what it is. If you observe what I just observed, and like I said, I can observe what it is and explain what it is that they're doing, right? The use of so many fire trucks for not even an emergency. But as soon as I step out my apartment building, all of a sudden they're getting ready to leave. You know what I'm saying? This has happened all the time. All the time. Right? And all the time meaning every single day. But there are times when they feel that, well, when they believe and they are so emboldened in getting away with the crimes that they've been getting away with, that they'll do some stuff like that. And it doesn't work with me. Like I said, you got to understand the covert warfare before you as a targeted individual ever realize that you're being targeted. And some of us rarely do, right? Because the use of psychological warfare, psychological manipulation, the use of making TIs believe they have a mental illness, which is caused by hereditary or something like that. It's not. It is external, driven. It is the creation of a mental illness within the people using technology, right? Using radio and microwave frequency to manipulate our minds, using covert warfare and covert psychological warfare. And you got to confront them on it. And that's why I have no problem doing what I do, right? And they trying to get away with poisoning me also. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. No, I got it, man. You're welcome. Bunch of Sambos and Sambinas. I love it though. I'm exposing the asses. Yeah.